Okay, this video is going to be about mixing and spraying latex paint, which is primarily what I use for all of my painting, is bare latex paint. However, today, Bear used to make a nice silver and a gold, but they discontinued it, and there's been a search on by many people for a replacement. But today at Home Depot, I found this. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm buying a Martha Stewart product. Martha Stewart's Precious Metals. She makes this stuff in all kinds of different shades of gold, silver, brass, etc. We're going to try it out today. It's a latex paint, and see how well it works on the stripes on the Starship here. So it looks a little thinner than most of the paints, so I'm not going to thin it as much. I usually thin about 1 to 1, but we'll start off today with about 1.5 to 1 and see how it thins out. So the first thing we do, I like to use these little medical syringes to measure my paint. I hate pouring paint out of cans, and you got to clean up the lip and all that kind of stuff. These are real cheap. They're only $1 a piece from a medical supply company. They hold 2 ounces. You can clean them up and reuse them many times over, so they're very economical for use. So we'll take up and we'll suck up a couple ounces of paint. Put that in our little mixing jar here. Okay, we'll give us something to start with. Of course, I forgot the paper towels. You always got to have plenty of towels when you're playing with paint. And you always got to wear gloves, because no matter how small the job is and how careful you are, you're going to get paint in your hands. It's just written that way in the books. So let's break off a piece here. Just wipe this off a little bit. Okay. Now we got distilled water, which is what I use to mix all my latex paints. I'm going to just take 1 ounce of that. I'm going to shoot that in there. And then we'll mix it up real good. It looks like a nice thin consistency. All the different colors of latex require a little different mix ratios, because there's a different pigmentation from one color to another. So you kind of got to experiment. Once I get it down, like this is like 2 to 1, 2 paint, 1. If this works out, then I'll write that on a can. So next time I do it, then I'll know that that's the proper mix ratio. Now let's pour this in the gun and see how it sprays. I use a little Iwata RG3L S3. It's the best spray gun I've ever owned in my life. It really is good. It does a great job. It's not cheap, but it's not out of the ridiculous. I can get it for $179. So it's a great little gun. Try it. You'll like it. So I'm going to see how well this sprays over here on the wall. Probably can't see it. Okay, that's looking good. So we will break the tape for now, and then I'll set up and we'll see how it sprays on. Okay, we're going to spray this gold stripe here. We'll get everything masked off. Now, the secret to spraying latex paint is light coats, dried, and then sprayed again. So it might take you, depending on what you're covering and what color you're using, it may take you 6 coats to get a good cover. But you got to be patient. You got to just give it a nice, easy, light spray, dry it out. Now, I always follow up my painting, especially on vertical surfaces, with a heat gun as I go, so that I don't get any runs in here. So we're going to start off here and give this a shot and see how it goes. Nice light. You can hardly even see any color coming on them right now. This looks like it's kind of dirtying things up. My gun got stuck. I did a bunch of other parts. Yeah, I did. I'm going to have to shut down here and take a break in the tape. Okay, well, it wasn't that the gun was clogged up, it was that I forgot to turn the compressor on. I was just working on reserve air. I painted the other parts and I ran out of air, is all here. So now that we got the air back up where it should be, we'll go ahead and continue with where we left off. That makes a difference. Now you can see where the color go on, at least I assume you can. Follow this back up. A little heat. Keep this running. In case we get some too much of it build up. I could have scooted this over a little closer to you. This will be fine. Okay. First coat is on. Okay, basically that's it. Just light coats. Just put on a nice light spray, let it dry, air blow it. Nice thing about latex is you can air dry it with a heat gun. Very easy. It doesn't hurt the paint at all. Just keep the gun moving. If you do keep the gun in one spot too long, you get a big mottled effect. Don't worry about it. Just spray a light mist over it. Let it sit. It'll run out. This stuff flows out really good. So we'll continue on and get the rest of all this done, and then at the end we'll show you the results of the stripe.